meeting. My name is Dominique Blanc. I'm here from Europe. And it's all about remote access to machines and how to nicely and efficiently to reach your machine to troubleshoot and help your customers. You might have tried during the last 15 years to reach your machine, troubleshoot, and you know that's hard to achieve due to modems, due to firewalls that typically makes the life very hard for your engineer to reach the machine. So it's all about getting your engineers live and easily. As you will understand rapidly that the eWON has the very nice capacity to reach all kind of market and all kind of machines. To do what? To make the machine to talk, to make the machine available to you on the internet so you can troubleshoot, you can monitor, and be aware about any problems coming up on the field. We are addressing multiple type of application, of course. You might recognize some robots on the right side. They are using our eWON typically to reach the machine at the customer side. But you will see also water, power generation, and even on the left side, some medical device standing in hospital. Same issue, how can I get through the firewalls of my customer to help him? So our specialty, connecting machine, connecting PLCs. I guess you will recognize the picture here. The red spot, the machine is red. There is a problem. Typically, it's going to be a long journey to be able to help the customer. Phone, and most likely a visit, which is typically cost and time consuming. Well, of course, how we could typically reach all our machines at any time immediately and support the customer. Sounds like obvious, but very hard to achieve yet today. And the eWON is designed to help you there, reducing the number of visits and developing service agreements. What's the difference? What are we bringing on the market, in fact? It's something very new, a new technology. By the way, eWON stands for Eyes Watching Over Network. It's a European technology that we recently bring to Europe, to US. Remote access, how we have been trying the last 15 years? Well, we have been trying to reach machine at the customer site by initiating a remote connection. As you know, between you and the machine, there are firewalls, which make the life very hard, very complex, because the firewalls get thicker and thicker. No way to reach the machine at the customer. We call it the wrong way. It might work sometimes, but very hard to achieve. You might try with some VPN connection with your customer, but very hard to achieve. How we are doing now? eWON bring a new way to reach the machine. Instead of you trying to reach the machine at the customer side, in fact, it's the eWON who is connected to the machine who is going to bring out the machine. Out where? On the cloud, on the internet. Where? To reach Talk to M, which is a service where you typically manage all your machines and are capable to connect at any time to any machine. The very important left side is typically what are the requirements on this customer network. Well, as you can see, there are very few ones. HTTP, HTTPS. And as you know, those ports are typically open in most manufacturing network, which means that as soon as you equip your machine with anyone, you might be able to connect at any time without involving IT people. And that's very much the strength of eWON. So what are we bringing to you? Two pieces, an hardware that typically you fit on the cabinet of the machine. It's an industrial device, extended temperature, 24 volt, DIN rail. You fit it up, you connect your PLC, and you are ready to go. The service side, the software side, the Talk to M, Talk to Machine, where you create your account, and at any time you can select the machine that you have in your account and connect at any time. Okay? So, two components. Obviously, the hardware, very easy to understand. The software, it's available free on the web. Let me be more specific. I'm sure that you want to understand how it works. This picture what you get here is typically a machine. You recognize your PLC, your operator panel. It could be any device. You will connect your machine, your equipment through the serial interface or Ethernet. We are flexible. Your machine is now connected over the LAN side, we call it. Now what you are going to have to do is typically to provide internet. You ask your customer, bring me the factory network, bring me the company network, bring me internet. And you will plug it in a WAN interface of this router. You will configure the eWON to go out and typically reach your account outside through the firewalls of your customer. Now you know that is not anymore scary because it's an outbound connection over HTTPS, so it's going to go smoothly out without changing the firewalls. Now at any time, your engineers will be able to select the device, connect. What do we mean by connect? Well, this green layer, the talk-to-M is a VPN server. It's going to create the green tunneling between the computer, this computer, and all the way to this eWON and the device which are connected to the eWON on the back, which makes a very tight relation. This engineer can work exactly as if he was standing by the machine. If you have an Allen Bradley PLC, you will start RS logic and run exactly the same way to look at the IOs, to be able to troubleshoot, exactly as if he was physically standing by the machine. Okay? So that's a very breakthrough, easily remote access. Obviously, one of the key aspects of this picture is that the tunneling. No change on the firewalls, but even more important for most IT people here is that the tunneling will enforce the security. This person can only reach this device and what's on the back. He has no way access to the rest of the factory network. And this is key for most IT people, most of your customers. Of course, sometimes you might not find any network available, or the IT manager will not let you using his network. And that's why we have those optional modems, giving you the full flexibility of reaching your machine completely transparent over the LAN side of your customer, or by using the GSM, and in this case here, AT&T or T-Mobile network to reach the machine. So, very easy way to reach any of your machine locally here in US or broadly if you need to reach your machine overseas. What are the products available? Well, we have a range of gateways, of course, with protocols, PLC protocols. We are a very automation product with all the big PLCs, Mitsubishi, Allen Bradley, Siemens, Omron, meaning it's very easy to monitor any tags and so on. On the right corner, typically this product is more designed for OEMs. As you recognize, there is a switch where you connect multiple devices, operator panel, PLC, and typically an IP camera. So easy to get the customer to explain what's wrong, what's broken. Very hard to get this on the phone. So much easy. Show me, tell me. So those two products are key, and then in between we have a very important product for power, for water installation, where typically you don't expect internet connection. As you can see, we have key protocols to do what? Well, most of our customers like to use alarming. What about monitoring key information of the machine, temperature, IOs, and send on thresholds alarming to your maintenance people? Or data monitoring to save the data and be able to understand what's going on the machine. So, short, two typical applications. You will use eWON typically and the connectivity for troubleshooting, getting live with the PLC, obviously. And the second one, which tend to be very appealing, of course, getting live with some key information of the machine, be able to data mine those information. In this case, typically where you have multi-site, multi-machines, and you want to send all those information to one single server to generate reports. talk to them. I'd like the easiness to start. You buy an eWON, you equip your machine, and on talk to them, you create your account and you manage all your machines. Very easy to set up your account and manage it, to connect securely to machines. References. This technology is just pretty new here in US, but as you will see here, there are a lot of big companies in Europe using eWON. People in the retail, what they are looking for is typically here to go through the firewalls to reach some HVAC units. Air liquid, pharmaceutical industry are very keen of secure connectivity to machines and equipment. Water, same challenge, reaching meters and key customer information to aggregate and generate reports. In US, we have a very nice reference now. In different industry, water, I like to highlight this one, where typically people are using our eWON in their factory to monitor in their pharmaceutical industry their device and make sure that only the right people can reach the device and be able to, at any time, monitor who has been connecting to which device. This is what we call an effective way to reach and manage remote access to machines and be able to help remote access for troubleshooting. I'd love to highlight if you have any question. Then thank you so much for your time. We are available on booth 1160.